I'm gonna talk about this movie called Sick that came out on Peacock on January 13th. This movie was about Parker and her friend Miri going to a lake house to quarantine after COVID first hit. This movie was like a knockout version of Scream. The same person who wrote Scream, Kevin Williamson, wrote this movie. You know, it's a low budget Scream, basically, with just COVID added to the plot. Parker and her friend Miri end up going to the lake house to quarantine, and they end up getting followed by a family that assumed that she gave their son COVID, and the son ended up dying. But besides that, the movie starts off with another guy. He was at a Walmart type of super center type of place, a grocery store, and you know, all the dang toilet paper and all that stuff was gone. So everything was like basically just like when COVID first hit. And there's been a lot of movies that came out that's really talking about COVID, and it's getting a little old, but it is what it is. But like I said, this movie is like a low budget Scream. It's an hour and 23 minutes long. It starts off a little slow, and at the beginning it gets good. You know, after they leave the shopping center. I mean, and this, like I said, it's kind of slow because when they first get to the lake house, they just talking about random stuff, and one thing the movie didn't explain is that these people got these kids' numbers. They don't even explain how they got their numbers. They were just like making random phone calls and random text messages to these people. It's like, okay, so how did you get these people's numbers? That was a plot hole in the movie for me. I didn't understand how they got these people's numbers. How did they get these people's numbers? I didn't understand that part. Another thing that was a plot hole, how did they find out that they was going to a lake house? I don't know if they were following their social media, this girl's social media, Parker's social media. I don't know if they was following social media. There's another thing that you need to be posting everywhere you go and everything you do on social media, because people be following you, looking for your location. No, I wouldn't do that. But they had multiple people, just like Scream, be the attackers in this movie. And you didn't know why they was attacking these people until like the end of the movie, to the third act. And it told you why they were attacking these people. It was a family. They thought Parker gave their son COVID, and their son ended up dying in the hospital by himself. And they were ticked off about it, and they wanted revenge. I understand where they're coming from, but still, you don't do stuff like that. Go try to kill somebody from something like that. Okay. But the action in this movie, the suspense, everything was good. You know, the scenes where, they was stabbing people and stuff like that. There was some gruesome scenes in this movie, especially at the very end. They ended up setting this woman on fire. She running down the street screaming on fire instead of getting on the ground and rolling around and try to get the fire out. I didn't understand that. I'm like, okay, why are you running down the street screaming on fire? Get somewhere, drop on the ground in the grass or the dirt and run and move around. Stop, drop, and roll. When you catch on fire, stop, drop, and roll. Don't just run down the street screaming on fire. That was a gruesome scene. That was very disturbing. But, I like horror movies. And, you get what you're watching. You get what you watch. It's a horror movie, so it's going to be some stuff like that. But that was a very interesting scene in the movie. Very interesting. This movie goes by pretty quick. Like I said, it's an hour and 23 minutes. The dialogue of this movie is okay. Not trash, but it's okay. Like I said, I give this movie a 7 out of 10. For an hour and 23-minute horror movie, goes by real fast. It gets straight to the point. And this is a streaming movie. You know, this didn't need to come out in no movie theaters. Peacock is the perfect place for this movie. And it's worth a watch. Very worth a watch. And I enjoyed this movie. It went by really fast. Really fast. I was like, that's it? But I really enjoyed Sick. A very good movie. It's like a Scream knockoff. Basically what this movie is a low budget Scream wrote by the same person, and Blumhouse, wherever you want to pronounce it. They're the kings of horror. They love making these low budget horror movies, and some of them are good, some of them are not, but this one was a good one. So if you got Peacock, go ahead and watch it on Peacock. You want to watch it on one of them bootleg movie websites, go ahead and watch it on there. It's a very good movie, 7 out of 10. It goes by very quick, very straight to the point, very gruesome scenes. So be ready for that. Especially when that woman gets set on fire and she just running down the street screaming on fire. That's a very disturbing scene, and that scene will last with you. It will stay with you for a while. But that's been Mo the God King. That's my review of Sick on Peacock. Came out January 13th. Very good horror movie. I'ma holla.